If dog needs anything, you take care of the dog while we're chatting. How about that?
I'll multitask, but what you get in return is that I'm in a great mood right now.
Perfect. Good. I'll take it. Well, awesome. Yeah, obviously we are here with Johannes. Avatar back in town April 29th, man. I am so excited. When you guys were last here in 2023, it was definitely the show of the year, and I am looking forward to it again.
Well, thank you so much. I look forward to come back. What people hear in the background is a very hungry dog, and it's not due to neglect. I will explain to your listeners that she's been unwell the first half of the day. It's first half of the day where I am because time zones. And now she is her old hungry self, meaning she seems to be doing way, way better. So everything is fantastic. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the tour.
Yes, and way better means it's time for food, obviously.
Yeah, because she was very skeptical to the food earlier today. So now we try how she will react. So,
Well,
and I put still this special stomach paste. But hey, we should talk about no bands, right? This is not
we should.
a
We should. I mean,
not
we can talk about dogs if you want to, but no, we'll talk about Avatar. So again, the last time you were here was 2023. The Dirt I'm Buried In kind of just came out right around that time, and then that year it hit number one. Since then, has everything changed? Has nothing changed? It's been a few years. So since that moment hitting that number one, what has that meant for you guys?
It was a good, nice day. It was a happy toast. It was a testament to, I mean, if you ask me, and if you ask 16-year-old me, we were always the best. We were always number one in my mom's heart and whatnot. That being said, yeah, it's nice recognition to get. It's a nice recognition to all the time we spent in the United States and the people we worked with and just are keeping on, keeping on. Here you go, Lily. Let's see. Yep. She's
All
good.
right.
And so it's a lot about if everything changes, dude, the thing is, I'm in this band every day, right? So I don't know, like I all those changes that come gradual anyway, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I noticed anything. And you also get blind. Like so we just now before starting this US tour we uh we did Europe now in the beginning of the year. And we have grown in Europe as well and returned to these venues that, sold out so and so many people and like, this is pretty small. This is actually where you opened for so and so. No, that place was huge. Can't be the same place. God, can't be the same place. No, yeah, that totally is the same place. So, so, so you just get blind to things. It's whatever you do a couple of times in a row becomes the new normal.
Sure. Well, I will say that song in 2023 was the most played song on iRock 93.5 right here in the Quad Cities. So
Well, thank you for playing our stuff. Much
loved it and
appreciated.
absolutely love what you're doing now with Don't Go in the Forest, the new one. So when you were so you got done with that, then you started doing the new album. When you were putting this
Hmm.
together, was it music that you were just building over the course of years, or did you just sit one down one day and say, I want to do this one in the style of a Viking song. Let's do this one like a Revolutionary March, and let's just put them together. Or was it over the course of time that everything just kind of came together for the album?
More of the latter, I would say. I think the way seems to be a pendulum swing for us that happens, that every other album starts with a plan. And then the albums in between, we kind of see where we end up. And so Dance Devil Dance, a lot of goals or like vision for what that album was going to become and the ideology behind the songs, what we wanted to do at that time. That came kind of early in the process, which is great. But then when you've done it like that, it's nice to do the opposite, and especially Don't Go in the Forest. I really leaned into the idea of letting the subconscious write the song, trusting intuition. You know, the saying, trust the process. I really did that and put it in a way of like trust what's beautiful, which of course very subjective, but in terms of words and music, it was just instead of feeling I needed to have all the answers right away, I yeah, about what songs are about. I instead, just see where they took me. And yeah, like you say, sea shanties, that's the opening track, Captain Goat. And it was Tim wrote those riffs. And in the best cases, when they come with riffs to me, if it paints if a little movie is playing in my head, right? That's the beginning. And you see those nighttime black waves in the music. It's a bit trippy, and I just start humming along like he and from that phonetically from the he who row boat goats, kind of blah, blah, blah. And then what is it about? I don't know. And then when it's done and like, uh-huh. you know,
Nice.
uh, and it all kind of ended up making sense to me at the end of it. So it's been every album has seemed to be tied together, the journey of removing another layer of BS from yourself in terms of what it means to be honest as an artist. Always try to be as honest and as real as I possibly could have been at any given time. But once, you take that a step further and a step further, and I think just working your way inwards, dreams, the subconscious, to let that take the wheel for, in reality, I guess roughly half of the songs of the album. That was the next step.
Well, you mentioned, you can kind of visualize it in your mind. Next
Mm,
step for me, then, you the way you guys make music videos, it's not
mhm.
just hey, we're gonna go stand in an alley and play. I mean, they are
No,
mini movies describing the song, which I absolutely love. When it comes to making the videos, is this you guys coming together, thinking about the visuals that you want on this thing, on all of them?
us together with Johan Carlén, who has been with us since the album and the song Black Waltz was the first music video he directed um, together with us. And I think typically now kind of the form becomes that when the song has been picked, what's gonna need a music video. It's a couple of meetings of seeing like, okay, you got something, I got something. Where are the ideas? How do we react to each other's ideas? And then talk it through. Usually between the three of us. Sometimes someone else in the band has also come with something, but and from that brainstorm, I there are a couple of videos in the past where I had done some kind of, written treatment for it as a result of those things. But it's just that Johan is an actual director, so his documents, I would write a little short story, a little almost like a review of something that doesn't exist, right? Um, but so now the actual writing, the actual script making is in the hands of Johan because then he immediately translates it to the practical things of how to shoot it. But it's been an evolving progress with him. And I'm talking about the latest ones. I am extremely pleased with how do I put it? I am extremely pleased with stuff that we finally have been able to do that I think we we didn't in the past, which is so many of the videos relies on some kind of baseline story, Once upon a time there was and it has to be like I say, a little mini movie in terms of
Yeah.
plot, which is great. And there are tons of great music videos outside of ours that do that. Now, there's something to be said about maybe connected to the subconscious concept around so many of the songs to go with something that illustrates the music, that more intangible part that sometimes a storyline can get in the way of, which is basically music, how you want to put it, I think, music videos in the style of music videos, like the 80s, where
Yes.
all those new wave bands just set up stuff. They would have music video directors who later would end up in rehab, do all kinds of spaced out stuff, trippy stuff with them, and no one had figured out exactly what a music video was yet. And some of that is not very good, some of it is magical, and especially the title track, we really leaned into that. And actually, I can't say too much about it, but something coming that no one has seen or heard yet. I think we leaned in even further to that.
Yeah.
That is weird. You can almost sometimes you grab something that's way more concrete in your heart spiritually that if the intellect gets out of the way, and and that is something we evolved at recently now in a way that pleases us a lot.
Whatever it is you're teasing there, I'm excited already.
Good.
If you guys,
Yeah, no,
and
no.
that's the thing.
If I
If you
say
guys,
more, it's weird because we run our own label. So I haven't signed an NDA, but I still feel I owe myself a lot of money if I say too much.
yeah, it's your own mental NDA, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, and if it's make, I feel like obviously, if that's making you excited for it, us as fans are going to get excited as well because your
Oh, yeah.
creativity just keeps on rolling with it, and that's where I want to take the next thing because again, April 29th, you're going to be here. You have your
Hmm.
songs, you have your music videos. They're all visual, but man, the live show, and I say this about different bands. There's concerts and there's shows. You guys put on a
Hmm.
show. What does that live experience mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot of things. I think on a very humble base level of used to having a day job, I've done a lot of things I take pride in when I had to make a living on the side, dealing with, I changed diapers in people of the ages 1 to 100 and whatnot. And no one applauded me at the end of the workday. Um, but people are going to do it now. So it's a very privileged position of just getting to, you know, connect with how things, with just people have all, you have thousands of people in front of you, and even if it's hundreds, but you have thousands of people in front of you that have their personal relationship to something you created, and then you create this collective experience out of it. And to really work hard on putting your mind there with people, to really try to embrace that, which can be totally overwhelming sometimes. But yeah, I do some very cool custom changes. The light show is amazing, and we
Yeah,
have we have practiced.
it's a full experience for sure. I mean, you're
Yeah,
you're in the crowd, and I'm sure it changes by venue and stuff like that, but it is a full experience all the way through when you see again an Avatar show. It's not just a concert; it is a show for sure.
it
Last
really
thing,
is.
and then I'll let you go because I know you got stuff to do. We talked
Yeah,
about the music, the videos, the touring. Out of all of it, I mean, what's the favorite part of being Johannes in Avatar?
I think honestly the way things rotate. I remember back in, I think when John and Jonas were there, I wasn't there when we had our second album way, way, way back when. And by way back when, I mean a year ago, because I'm super young. We they were there, and being in a mastering studio and work on the album was so cool, was so awesome for an hour, 2 hours, and then they didn't want to be there anymore. And I think the fact that you live in this ever-changing environment, where the project, what you do, that you get to crawl up your own behind and sniff your own farts for a while, creating something deeply personal, have that introverted relationship to things, and then you get to do it, you know, with your guys and gals and whatnot. You get to put something together, in the studio, in front of the camera and everything. And then you bring it out in the world. You release the songs, you let go of them. They belong to everyone now. There's nothing you can do to change that. And then you dive into so this whole, I don't know, from seed to little plants blooming out in full bloom and all that, and watch it wither and die. And then let's do it again. Uh, so I think the journey itself, if that makes sense, and the friends we made along the way.
Hey, there it is. All that as well. Well, awesome. Well, on the way of the next tour, you will be here in the Quad Cities, April 29th again.
Hmm.
It's going to be the show of the year. I already know it is because it was the last time you were here, so it will be this time as well. I'm
Cool. No
glad that
pressure.
you're no pressure. No, no, not at all. Well, I am glad that you are enjoying what you're doing because we're enjoying what you're doing. So keep on doing it.
Thank you so much. Looking forward
Awesome.
to coming to your
Yes.
whereabouts. Thank you.
Awesome. We'll see you then. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.